Hey guys, welcome back to the Aspie world. Today we're going to be talking about overloads. Now, it might be weird that I'm talking about overloads and I've already done a video on meltdowns, but I believe that the overload is a build-up to an actual meltdown. So basically an overload is kind of like an overload of the sensory stimulation from certain types of things if you may be out and about. So this is kind of my take on how it affects me personally. Okay guys, so basically if I'm out, I'm in like a party, or if I'm in a train station or an airport or something like that, or in a restaurant, and I start like hearing noises. So in the train station I'd hear like the noise of the train coming in, like a really high-pitched noise which I really don't like and I can't deal with, and then the train then has loads of people rushing off it and I can't really deal with all those people, and then the noise is there and I'm like, oh okay, I'll try and focus on something else, and then I see loads of bright lights from the train station and it's like, oh no, the lights are too bright and I can't really focus on it, and there's loads of noise going and it's winding me up, and then I'm trying to look and I can't see because of the noise, and then I'm like, well, at least I can smell okay, but then like obviously I don't like certain smells, and then I get a whiff of food or someone's breath or something that I really don't like, and it's just enough to tip me and that's it and I'm gone. That is an overload. It's not a very pleasant experience. It leads to meltdowns and an uncomfortable feeling. It makes me very, very upset. I'm very anxious, especially in those situations where I have to like be around loads of people as well, and then you kind of feel a bit like an idiot. You're like, oh my god, you know, everyone's having a good time and everyone's just acting normal, and you just like can't deal with it, and you're thinking, why, how can I not deal with this? And I guess something about overloads is that it probably, in my opinion, it's probably the fact that you have like say 3 senses of like sight, smell and hearing, and you need at least one of those to be clear for you to try and stay a bit relaxed. So because if I'm hearing bad noises and loud noises and noises that are making me upset, then I'll be like, well, at least I can smell kind of fresh air and I'm okay with that, and I can see okay, or if the lights are too bright, but at least it's quiet, you know, and I can deal with the quietness. Or if there's a bad smell I don't like, but at least there's no lights on and it's like nice just sunlight and I just can just relax in it, and it's kind of like that. So I feel like, you know, you have to kind of soothe anything that's going to overload one sense is to soothe the other one. So there are ways of dealing with it, which what I do is I have like earplugs, so I put earplugs in if I want to reduce noise. I mean, they're HD earplugs, so they reduce the volume but not the quality. And then I also have sunglasses on. I wear sunglasses to kind of reduce the amount of light that kind of hurts my eyes when I go out. So basically I would say that if you are out and about and you are having an overload or beginning to have an overload, like if there's a lot of loud noises, I would say try and focus on the other sense which isn't being disrupted and try and get that more stimulated. So if it's like there's loads of noises, then just maybe there's a smell that you carry around with you that you like to smell, so smell that. Or there's maybe a book that you like to read, so read that. Or maybe there is a app on your phone that you like to play with, so just play that, because by stimulating the ones that aren't being tampered with, it will kind of drown out the other ones which are being overloaded. But an overload in its integrity is when all 3 or all of those senses that really affect you are getting completely oversaturated with the thing that you do not like. But that does happen quite often, and it can happen. So there you go guys, that was my video on overloads. I'm sorry it's quite short, and there was a little bits and pieces in there which may be of some use to you guys. If you like the video guys, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments you'd like to add to this video, or anything in your experience of overloads, or anything you'd like to add to overloads in general, please put it in the comment section below, share it with the community, and I'll definitely read all them and reply to you guys. So guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye guys. There's things to do, loads and loads of cool resources. They're a fantastic website, and if you want to check them out, you can go to autism.org.uk.